Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome back to Trading with Emotions. This is not financial advice, okay? We're going to talk about earnings. Earnings in the cycle, obviously, okay? Because this entire section here of the cycle is coming up, okay? We are looking at the 3-month cycle up here, and this is the 2-month cycle. We do have this pattern right here, right? This is found down here, and this pattern, okay, is playing out inverse twice, okay, every 3 months. Right, so we bring this guy down here, you can see that it's playing out right here, right? You see that. Then we also have this portion here, this blue portion, which is just this tail end of the cycle. Inverse flipped, depending on the strategy that these hedge funds are doing, right? As far as how you link these technicals and what you're trying to make. So right now we're coming up to this portion and we are tracking it. We are tracking it identical. This stage right here is earnings, okay? There's a huge spike down. Now, I don't want to scare anybody and say, hey, like that is something that is going to play out and we're going to come down at all. The only thing that I'm looking at and considering is the volume, right? Because this is a volatile stage that happened in the past. And then back here, they took that in their best interest, right, to cover these shares and then leverage that position back here by shorting it. That was 3 months ago, and then they shorted it, right? So 3 months ago here would be around this November range, which we actually went up, okay? So if we take that whole idea that they are covering every 3 months because of option expiration dates, well, then this would indicate upside. And not only that, but the 62-day cycle also indicates upside because right now we're tracking inverse, okay? We talk about this potential cup and handle pattern that is likely to play out if all goes well, right? If earnings are good to go, if there's a major catalyst that is extremely bullish and it basically makes it really hard for the algorithm to keep that volume pressure down, then we're going to see some yellow, some noise in the cycle because, well, the cycle works best when it's being manipulated through the dark pools, right, through the system. And you see that happen right here, right, as the price is coming back down, right here, the same pattern. There's multiple patterns here that are found that are playing basically almost identical to a T, okay? So that is something that I'm going to be looking into. And be careful with, right? Because things don't always have to play how they look. This can play out to the downside, guys, and we can get a heavy push to the downside, okay? Originally, we had earnings, I believe it was March 9th, and then they changed the date to March 1st. So why is it so close, right, to these earnings? We have this spike down on March 2nd, okay? And that's the day after March 1st, right? Obviously. So we do have this volume and just the direction, guys, coming up. And obviously, like, we know that the algorithm does shift around these sessions according to the unexpected volume coming in. So that could be one of those. That could be one of those where the direction is already chosen, and they're probably taking this as an opportunity. And then they might go long on some shares, and we might come up to a pretty good range, right? Because if we have this cup and handle playing out here, okay, and we're looking at the $30 range by quadruple witching date, because we'd be passing multiple support and multiple resistance, and establishing that level is the first thing we have to do to set up for a potential run or the squeeze ultimately, okay? So just wanted to bring this to your guys' attention, man, because I think it'll be helpful, for this earnings that are coming up. I am going to be streaming that live on Tuesday, so make sure you guys are here for that. But if you like the video, man, make sure you leave it a thumbs up, subscribe, do what you got to do, man. But I will see you guys tomorrow, and you have a lovely afternoon. Love you.